things wacky yet real. Okay. Next to her is Jenny Han. Han was born and raised in Richmond, Virginia. She went to college in North Carolina, did graduate work in New York City, and she's the author of this wonderful summer series, and her latest book is We'll Always Have Summer. Okay? Big hand for Jenny Han. Let's see, Christina Mandelsky is next. She's the author of a book called The Sweetest Thing, which I particularly like growing up in a bakery. And she has a fondness for the beach, her family, and good books. She loves to travel, and she has a half house cat, half cheetah named Spencer. So a round of applause for Christina. Okay, let's see here. Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie Perkins also writes novels for teens, but hopes that adults will also succumb to her awesome books. She lives in North Carolina. She cannot imagine a life without literature, and her most recent book is called Lola and the Boy Next Door. And Simone Elkeles is a New York Times and U.S. Today best-selling author of over 17 romances. All right, we have to compete with this. Let's go for Simone! Ladies and gentlemen, we will not be outshouted, okay? So let's go! Okay, all right, so, and my name is Christina Garcia, and I've written a book called Dreams of Significant Girls, and mostly write for adults, so this is my first foray into the teen world, but hopefully not my last. I thought it might be fun just to hear a paragraph or so from each of the books, so you can hear the voices, because ultimately, you know, we're up here and we have our personalities, but it's what's on the page that counts. So can we start with you, Jennifer? Can you hear me? Okay. You're welcome. Chapter 1, Genesis. The dress in the window of Shelley's boutique was not a tasteful pink. It was an unnatural, overly shiny, shout-in-your-face pink. Barbie aisle pink. Putrid anti-diarrhea medicine pink. Slutty disco queen on LSD pink. Or, as the residents of Barton, Texas, population 5,853, would probably refer to it, hot pink.
Hi. I've only ever loved two boys, both of them with the last name Fisher. Conrad was first, and I loved him in a way that you can really only do the first time around. It's the kind of love that doesn't know better and doesn't want to. It's dizzy and foolish and fierce. That kind of love is really a one-time only thing. And then there was Jeremiah. When I looked at Jeremiah, I saw past, present, and future. He didn't just know the girl I used to be. He knew the right now me, and he loved me anyway. My two great loves. I think I always knew I would be Belly Fisher one day. I just didn't know it was going to happen like this.
All right, this is from chapter 1. Oh, chapter 1, yay! Wow. And it's called Out of the Frying Pan into the Fire. I make cakes. It's what I do, it's what I love. But today I'm standing over a mermaid, wondering what's wrong. She's as long as my arm and beautiful, no doubt about that. Carved from devil's food, she's got a cute face, pouty red lips, fierce blonde hair, and her tail fin is nothing short of amazing. It should be. Last night, while most girls my age were panting over their boyfriends at the Grand Rapids Cineplex, I was sculpting fish scales out of fondant.
I have 3 simple wishes. They're really not too much to ask. The first is to attend the winter formal dressed like Marie Antoinette. I want a wig so elaborate it could cage a bird and a dress so wide I'll only be able to enter the dance through a set of double doors. But I'll hold my skirts high as I arrive to reveal a pair of platform combat boots so everyone can see that underneath the frills, I'm punk rock tough.
I actually hate reading from my books. I can never think that my voice can do it justice, and the voice in your head does it better justice than I can. And usually there's swear words, but how old are we here? I think we're okay. I write edgy, sexy novels, urban, so. Being the youngest of 3 boys definitely has its advantages. I've watched my brothers get into some serious trouble when they were in high school. I was never expected to follow in their footsteps. I get straight A's, I don't get into fights, and from age 11, I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I'm known as the good kid in mi familia, the one who's never expected to fuck up.
And then I'll read this paragraph too from, this is right after Ingrid nearly takes out the water ballet teacher at boarding school. I was riding high on my newfound celebrity. In the evenings, our dorm room was a place to be, much to the astonishment of Vivian and the diminishing annoyance of the Iranian princess. One thing was undeniable. I'd become the ultimate arbiter of cool at Pierpont. Fashion, social relations, daringness, musical taste. Even my sister and her tennis friends basked in my reflected glory. Celebrity though, had its price. I was down to my last pack of cigarettes. The acolytes had guzzled all my booze, and wannabe me's were affecting my toughness with ripped t-shirts, jeans, and combat boots they'd rustled up from who knows where. It was downright perturbing to see myself thus mirrored.